what I expect from all the states, the citizens of each state now, is to be on the neck of their governors. Now, I was part of a declaration of Amatekun. Only 2 states that were so receptive to us. Lagos had a model in place. We gave it to them. And Ondo, and we were not paid. We spent personal resources traveling around Yoruba land with experts in mapping out the best strategy to deploy, to secure. But they were not willing. So any state that is not willing to have its own state police can opt out. But its people must hold them responsible if anything happens to, because looking at all the states that witness all these challenges, like 500 people will come into a community of 2 million and hold them to ransom. If there's a law that empowers local government to have their own, it's not going to be possible. In Asaba, just 3 days back, at a place where palliative were supposed to be shared, government came there. Despite them, they chatted with power bike, rice, broad daylight. It took them hours before they completed the operation, but nobody could stop them. You can't blame the Nigerian police, because that axis is axis where they have so many challenges at their hand, and the army had their own challenge in data. The way to complement the work of federal police and the army is for state to also come up with something. So for state, you must investigate them.
Out of
the
20
intention
states.
For being reluctant to brace up with this idea. And that's why the people of that state, what are they looking at? Why will you allow your governor to turn your state to battleground? Why will you turn your state to a place where criminals can come in and come out, and the governors are not doing anything about it, and people are keeping quiet? Sorry
to butt in. One of the reasons why at least 1 out of the 20 states that didn't submit the report, Governor Abdullahi Sule, said that he is not against state policing, but his fear is that how would they be able to fund the state police? Because already the police that they have and some other security machinery they have on ground, that they are struggling to fund them, also pay workers' salary and all of that. So how possible or how easy would they find it in paying or in funding state police? That's one of his own argument against it.
I know one issue will drag another issue along, and we will eventually come to the table to discuss the best political model we are going to design for Nigeria. Any state that can fend for itself with security, it's high time we start encouraging them to match with another state. It's time to say that.
So effectively reduce it from 36 states?
Yes, with the resources each state have. We have indulged our governors too much. In Jigawa State, go there. Go and look at the list of resources that is in Jigawa. So what's the governor saying? So the resources should remain there, and people should remain poor, and your people should remain porous. They should be attacking your people. There's no state in this country that can fend for itself. It is time the president start thinking. Look at what is coming from the governor. You should know that this man is enjoying oil money. That's why he's talking like this. So anybody that is willing to become the governor of any state should start thinking of how to generate money to run that state. If you don't do that's what they'll be doing. So it is not an excuse.
But we know that most of the governors cannot control the resources of their states. We have the exclusive.
That's why there must be legislation. That's what we are talking to the president now. There must be legislation, and there's a bit of concession already by the Minister of Mineral Resources that you have a percentage that is coming to, but that is tokenism.
It's not enough. Yeah.
That's tokenism. I know that's tokenism. Even the 13% derivation to oil is tokenism. There must be a large chunk of resources of a state that should go to the state. In fact, they should be in control of it. They should be giving what is due to the federal government in terms of percentage.
Goes back to the matter of federalism.
Yes. That's why I said one issue will keep dragging the other issue. Because state police is coming on board now. They are running away from it. But they don't want to accept that the reason why we are in this mess is the kind of structure we operate. The moment we put in place a proper structure in place, there will be a smile on our face. The challenge we have is the conjunction in the mind of the North and the South about the structure. The South, they are calling it Yoruba. It's not a Yoruba agenda. How can state police be a Yoruba agenda? How can resource control be a Yoruba agenda? It's not Europe. It's a national agenda. And that's what creates fear in the mind of our northern brothers that are vicious northerners who knew very well that the moment there's a proper structure in place, they won't have access to state resources again. And they now use the excuse of another Yoruba man calling it a Yoruba agenda, that you see what you are saying, to convince the people. And it is the duty of the president to create a platform to educate all Nigerians that the way out of the mess you find ourselves is actually to restructure the country to genuine and proper federalism, where states to control their resources, design the security model you want. Any state that doesn't want, but just there are countries in the world who doesn't have a standing army. Haiti that is going through this crisis. The president was killed about 4 years ago. They don't have a standing army. They only have police. So if you don't want state police, that's fine. But you must have a way of defending yourself. You can't be calling president 36 times in a day that come and secure my state. How will you be productive? How will you be focused in doing the appropriate thing? Defend your state. It's your responsibility to defend. Borno, despite the challenges that Borno has, Borno is doing a lot of things. Lagos, with 25 million people in a small parcel of land, is working out a model. In fact, so what is the excuse that you, state from
this conversation will also bring up the matter of security votes that these state governors receive. If you look at the papers this morning, someone was saying that the federal government should look at putting an end to giving state governors this security votes matter, because there are no clear-cut details of how this money is. You
know what? Well, that's what I'm saying, that one issue keep dragging another issue into the matter. Every state must design their financial model. Every state must design how to spend this money. The state security issue is designed by the federal government because it's the one giving the money. That this is how you are going to spend. But the moment state raises his own fund to run his own state, that's nobody's problem. Look at the Western region, the Northern region, and the Eastern region at that time. They work out to their own model, and the things are going fine that time. The replica of region is the 36 states. The smaller version of it is the 36 states we have now. The thing we just need to do is to put small things in place, which is resource control, devolution of power, state police, and some issues like that. Then we'll begin to smile.
We are having a constitutional amendment, going on now. But some of these issues that we are talking about is not part of what would see amended.
The president is part of us, and I don't know why he thinks that that constitutional amendment can achieve something fundamental. I don't think it can achieve anything fundamental.